Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm going to be going over 5 common, often unnoticed symptoms of anxiety, especially in the beginning when you have anxiety. We don't usually tie these symptoms to our mental health. So I'm going to explain those. Know that this video isn't intended to diagnose you, okay? That's your responsibility. Go to a mental health professional, get the ball rolling with that. Just because you have these symptoms does not mean you have an anxiety disorder. And just because you have anxiety disorder does not mean you have to have these symptoms. Everybody is different. Be responsible for your mental health. But you know what time it is? Smash the like button down below. If you're ready to kick anxiety in the butt, leave me a comment. Let me know if you deal with any of these common but often unnoticed symptoms of anxiety. Let's get started. The first one, excessive yawning. Keyword excessive. Sure, everybody yawns. We all do it. It's a normal bodily function, okay? Many different reasons this happens. But when it comes to our mental health, when it comes to stress and anxiety, there's a huge primary symptom that it causes, and that's tension, all right? So tension combined with rapid breathing, shallow rapid breathing. You're still getting the right amount of oxygen, okay? Everything's still working fine there. Your breathing pattern is just changing. You're bringing in more air, and it's gonna be rapid and shallow, all right? That's gonna make you want and have the urge to get that long drawn yawn out, get a stretch. Oh man, I know it's contagious. You're about to yawn as well. Leave me a comment and let me know if you just yawned. All right, but that rapid shallow breathing is gonna leave you unsatisfied. It's gonna make you want to yawn. Also, something going on is the tension, all right? We don't just have tension in our chest. We hear about the chest pain all the time, or our arms or legs. We can get tension in our abdominal area. Our breathing cavity can be confined and restricted more than usual, causing, again, more rapid shallow breathing, and our diaphragm can be restricted. So those things combined can leave you yawning more than normal. The next one, guys, is excessive burping and belching. Whenever you're anxious, you tend to produce more gas, and that gas has to go somewhere. And a form of getting rid of it, aside from the TMI one, right, is the burping and the belching, okay? Sure, we have days where we just burp more than usual. That doesn't automatically mean you have an anxiety problem. It could just be something that you ate that day or a random occurrence. But people that have anxiety tend to do this on a regular basis. I know I did, and I never thought anxiety was the culprit. Also, something that could be happening is just trapped air, okay? You have the gas that can get trapped, but also you have trapped air that you're breathing in, especially if you have anxiety attacks or panic attacks. You got that rapid, shallow breathing. You're bringing in a lot more air than a person that doesn't have anxiety. And again, that air has to go somewhere, and it can happen in the form of burping and belching. The next one, guys, is also very common with anxiety. That's cold hands, cold feet. We're gonna throw in cold fingers, obviously. The lower parts of your leg can get chilly. Your face can get cold as well. And this is usually due to redirected blood flow if anxiety is the reason that it's occurring, all right? So blood flow is leaving our extremities, and it's going to our central areas, our most vital organs and muscles for survival, all right? Your outside extremities aren't as prioritized regarding the blood flow. So whenever the blood leaves those areas, temperatures start to go down, which will result in the cold hands and cold feet. If it continues to progress, usually you'll get numbness and tingling. And for me, that happened every single time. So when I would have an anxiety attack or panic attack, this whole process happened super fast. So quickly my hands would go cold, quickly my feet would, my face, and then the tingling sensations and the numbness would follow. The next one, guys, that I want to talk about is heartburn. I'm going to throw acid reflux and GERD into the mix. And this was a tricky one for me because I had heartburn issues before my anxiety got really flared up, and I developed panic disorder and health anxiety and all the symptoms that come with that. But a few months into that, you know, whenever my anxiety was really starting to max out, I started to notice that my heartburn got severe, okay? And by severe, I'm talking about constant discomfort in my upper abdomen, chest pain, my throat would get sore from the acid sitting in there. I would have to start sleeping with double pillows to stay kind of elevated because the acid will really run back there. So a tip, if you're not using, doubling up on your pillows, do that, it can help. Because I would wake up in the middle of the night like throwing up and coughing and gagging because the acid felt like lava coming into my throat. So that's when I knew things got really serious for me. So why is this happening? Why did my heartburn get worse after I developed my anxiety disorders? Our body produces more acid whenever we're anxious as well. So this was why my heartburn went from just casual heartburn to volcano, nightmarish, freaky heartburn. The next one, guys, is excessive nervous energy. Sure, sometimes we're gonna have some isolated nervous energy. Could it be because we were under a little bit of stress? Sure, okay. But whenever you have more of an anxiety problem, an anxiety disorder, you know, chronic stress, things like that, you're gonna show nervous energy all the time. This is actually an indicator that I had for what was to come. It was a foreshadowing of my future anxiety disorder. So what do I mean by nervous energy? We're talking about fiddling with your hands, messing with your hair. I have none, so I don't have any to mess with. It could be tapping your foot, bouncing your leg was one that I did. A lot of pacing. I was a pacer, you know, since I was a kid. And then one of my personal favorites was not wanting to sit down. And the reason I'm being sarcastic about that is because it was everybody's go-to. Sit down, Trey, you're making me nervous, all right? Oh, I'm so sorry that I'm making you feel uncomfortable. I'm the one over here that's anxious, in fear, and having anxiety, okay? So a little bit of a pet peeve. I'm sorry for the rant. But nervous energy in general, if it's happening all the time, it could be a sign that anxiety is an issue. So if you made it this far, pat yourself on the back because that means that you are serious about recovery. So let's brag about it. Go down in the comment section, let everybody know that you watched this whole thing by commenting, I'm serious about recovery. I'm serious about recovery. But again, this video was not meant to diagnose you. It's just an awareness spreader. If you suspect that you have anxiety, go see a mental health professional so you can get some help. If you do have anxiety, guys, you know that there's hope. My videos, man, I've been giving them to you. I've been putting them out every single day. Guys, there's light at the end of the tunnel. You just gotta work for it. You gotta be patient. You gotta be consistent. You gotta have the right strategy, okay? I recovered 110%, haven't had a panic attack in close to 7 years. I don't have health anxiety anymore. I don't deal with the symptoms, all right? And if I can do that as bad as my anxiety freaking was, you can too. Do me a favor, go to my last community post on my homepage, on my YouTube channel, and look at the freaking anonymous review I got. He wanted me to respect his privacy, so I did it. Look at it. He did my course, Elite Anxiety Bootcamp, and just a few days later, he's already said that his whole life has turned around. All right, and he said he's seen tons of therapists and doctors. Go read the review yourself. If you have not gotten my program, Elite Anxiety Bootcamp, stop waiting. Stop sitting on top of the fence. Commit to something, commit to a strategy, commit to a routine, a program, something that's already proven to work for other people. I'm putting that out so you guys can get the help too, okay? So I'm gonna put a link down below in the description and in the first pinned comment. By the way, you're not gonna find a course that is this affordable on anxiety that has this much packed into it. I'm telling you, you're gonna find courses out there that are 300, 400, 500, 600 bucks, and you got about 25, 30 videos on it. My course has close to 100 videos. You get lifetime access. As I add to it, which I'm gonna be adding another 30 videos in a few weeks, you get that for the same price. No monthly subscriptions, none of that crap, okay? So if you haven't checked it out, go down below, be a part of that. Guys, I love you. Please hit the like button if you got value. Subscribe if you're new. Be a part of this anxiety family. And down below in the description, my TikTok, my Instagram, my Snapchat, my Twitter, free Facebooks, all of that is there. Until next time, guys, keep fighting.